In life, you can't do nothing without discipline. In order for me to get that position, I had to discipline myself enough to sit down and work at the things that I know I needed to work at, because I wasn't a drum major at that point. So every night after practice, I'll be doing things on my own. I'll be in the mirror, talking to myself, trying to convince myself that I can really do this, because first I didn't know if I could do it or not. So every night after practice, I'll be in my room, I'll be in the mirror, talking to myself. Every night after practice, I'll be in the stadium sometimes 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, practicing, walking, doing my vocals, talking to myself, meditating, praying. It was discipline. Everything. It was very difficult. Every night, I was running the stadium by myself in the heat and in the cold. Every night, just to discipline my mind, so when the time came, I was ready for anything that they threw at me. And they threw a lot of stuff at me during tryouts. It was very, very difficult, because I knew I was going up against some heavy hitters, because in the college setting, there are a lot of great people. So I didn't want to be lacking behind. And I was a freshman. I had to convince myself, like I said, that I knew I can do it. So before you accomplish anything, it's individual discipline, self-discipline that you got to go through. You can't do it without self-discipline. If you want to lose that weight, you got to have the mindset. You got to discipline yourself enough to say, I'm going to do this day by day by day. Nobody can do it for you. And the last thing, my brothers, is leadership. If you're a male, you're a man, young man, boy, you are a leader by default. It's your duty to be a leader. We need more men in our communities. We need more leadership in our communities, because we're lacking that right now. We're lacking individuals, black men, to really stand up and say, I'm gonna take the charge in doing this. You don't have to be Malcolm X, you don't have to be Martin Luther King, but the skills that you have, you gotta teach that to somebody else. Each one teach one. So in that position of drum major, I learned to be a leader. God really guided me in my step to show me how to be a leader. I didn't have it all in the beginning, but what I did know, my passion drove me to leadership. My passion led me to be a great leader. So leadership comes from your passion to want to do right, your passion to want to change. It's not about fame, it's not about accolades, it's not about Instagram likes, it's about change. And so when you naturally want to change something, you become a leader. And so I implore my brothers to really stand up and take on leadership, because our younger guys need it. In leadership, there were times where, as drum major, I would call all the males in the band together, and we just have a man-to-man talk about the things that we go through as men in the band, but also in life, in college. That's a part of leadership. I wanted to show them that I really cared about what they did. I really cared about what they thought about themselves and what they thought about me. So they taught me really how to be a leader. They let me know when I was wrong. They let me know when I was right. So my passions really drove me forward. Leadership, you can't stop that. So I really, if I say nothing, I really implore my brothers to really take on leadership. Be leaders in your families. Be leaders in your communities right now. We know that our black men are really facing a lot in our communities right now. And it's gonna be us to really take on the leadership and say, we're gonna change this. Because if we stand up together, nobody can stop us. If we take on another brother, hey brother, put that down, let's go do this. Or it's another alternative to this. That's all you gotta do sometimes. Sometimes you gotta pat somebody on the shoulder and say, hey, think about it doing it this way. If we all do that, imagine the impact. Imagine the impact when somebody came in your life, an older gentleman came in your life and said, hey brother, what you doing? Don't do that. Remember how you felt, because there was a man telling you you're doing something wrong. It's about manhood. And our manhood is under attack. As men, our manhood is under attack. Mansmanship, that's one of a word my friends like to use, mansmanship. It's under attack right now. So there's nothing wrong with just being a leader. I really want us to really stand up as men and take charge, take the lead, because we can't do nothing without discipline. We can't do nothing without being humble, and we can't do nothing without the right leadership. And you gotta look inside yourself and say, am I a leader? Yes, you are a leader. You're a leader by default. You just gotta look inside yourself and understand who you are by nature. Who you are, not who you are by what they taught you in school, not the negative things that they taught you, but who you are, who God says you are, who you created on this earth to be. You're a man, you're a leader. You're a human being. And you can't let nobody tell you no different. And you have to walk in that mansmanship, walk in that manhood, walk in that leadership, walk with confidence. You don't have to walk like nobody else. You don't have to talk like nobody else. You just have to be you. Leadership. So remember, don't skip breakfast.